Knock, knock, it's Knuckles.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Sonic fan game, and this is Sonic Time Twisted. Now, I've actually played this game before, and just to make things easier on myself, there we go. Anyways, this is a game that I have played before, but I never really got far in it, and I never decided to go back to it. I haven't played this in probably about a year and a half. We'll start with a fresh save file, so let's get into it. Now we can choose to play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to play as Sonic. I know people want me to play as Knuckles. I mean, look at him. He's got a cowboy hat on. But you know what? We'll play as him for a bit at the end of the video. For now, we're going to play as Sonic because it would make sense. I don't get this whole past and future thing, so... Well, Knuckles, you look really weird as you're doing that. Just saying. So this is Sonic Time Twisted. I believe this came out around the time of Sonic Mania. So as you can see, you have your spin dash, you have your peel out, you have the insta shield, you have some wonky physics for some reason, and you have Eggman in the background. He's so smug. And you have this very springy platform right here, but it doesn't seem like it does anything useful. Then you have your water. What was that? Okay, I don't remember a lot of things from this game, so I don't remember what that noise is. Oh, you got that thing that'll make you go faster, so that's cool. Hey, slot machines. Let's play. And we're gonna lose all of our rings. And we're going to get our rings back. Good to know. Now, I don't know what engine this runs on at this point. I'm not really going to care. I'm not going to really worry about it. I know I mentioned game engines a lot whenever I talk about fan games, but it's fine. The sprites look pretty good. Although I want to... Oh, there's nothing really of any use or value up there. So this game kind of has like a past and future kind of gimmick, just like Sonic CD. Though I believe it's a bit easier because all you have to do is just go really fast into one of them, as opposed to how Sonic CD does it, where you need to go from that to actually having enough distance so you can actually get to the past or something, because it required you to run a certain amount for a certain distance. Okay, dang it. Okay, I meant to jump, but sure. There we go. That's how we can do that. So this is like a... Dang it. Come on, right there. What is up here? Oh, it's just more rings. I thought it was an actual... I thought it was going to be like an actual secret or something. Never mind. Even I can be that kind of wrong. I thought that was going to hit me. Oh. Okay, I guess that wasn't where... I think there are, like, past and future signs all around. I just don't really know where they are. Music's nice, though. I'll give it that. It sounds really good. Oh, and we even have cutscenes. I forgot about this. Little Planet's back, and so is Metal Sonic. Actually, now that I think about it, if I remember correctly, I remember some of the cutscenes not looking that good, but some of it looked decent enough. Like, this looks nice. He's doing the whole Dragon Ball thing. But then I remember certain parts just looked ugly. It was really zoomed in. Like that, where it's trying to recreate shots from Sonic CD, I guess. Hit him once. Damn. No. Damn it. Okay, that always bothered me whenever I went through this. Let that hit. I think that goes. It's gonna hit. Oh, that was 4 hits, and that's all I needed for this part. No sound. Where'd the sound go? I know there's more to this fight. Oh no, it's to get him out of the way. Ah, see, I haven't done this in a while, so it's like. Oh, and we have one of our many new shields. This is a Frost Shield, I believe. I don't know what its real name is, but basically you can freeze your opponent, your enemy, and it shoots like an 8-directional attack, and it freezes enemies that are nearby, or that are within its range. It's kind of cool. I like how the game isn't just sticking with the traditional. And that sucked. What I was gonna say is I like how the game isn't sticking with the traditional fire shield, bubble shield, and lightning shield. And then these move just like how they do in, I believe, CD and Mania, where you have to just run past them when they're in the background, and you can stay in the foreground and you'll be fine. Wait. Nope, nothing down here. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I believe there are big rings in this game as opposed to the other methods of getting to special stages. But in this game, there we go. I can show you how the time mechanic works, and it's very seamless. But what I was gonna say is that in the in this game, it's instead of having to like get 50 rings and then go to a special stage, the special stages are just like how they are in Sonic 3, I think, if I remember correctly. So you just have to find a big ring and just go into one of those. I will say one thing about these levels, they're huge. Also that 60 FPS fire, or that lava. And we have another shield, the rock shield. And this is how it works. You let these rebuild. They come to you. You can shoot off. You can throw rocks at your enemies. I mean, so if I don't like that enemy, there you go. It can bounce off and hit them. It's a crazy idea. Oh, and if you just walk past it. Oh no, you can. Oh, I thought you couldn't do it. And I was like, oh, if you run past it, then. Oh, God. There's this enemy. Doesn't matter, I'll just cheese the crap out of this boss fight. Because that was a threat. And there you go. I was like, yeah, that was a threat. Wasn't really much of a threat. You won't see a lot. You won't see, like, portions of all the levels. Just because of how huge they are. There's a boss fight coming, isn't there? Oh, Raging Ruins Zone Act 1 Future. Oops. I screwed up. I want to go up here. The music's catchy. It sounds nice. Actually, I wouldn't say catchy, but it does sound nice. These giant wind turbine dudes. You have to hit them 3 times to get past them? Okay, I actually never knew that. Is there like a reward at the end of this, or is it just a different side of the level that I'm gonna see? Looks like different side of the level. This game could like give me a big ring or something so I can see, so I can kind of demonstrate how it looks. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, interesting idea. Some of these, okay, that's kind of an odd enemy idea, but then again, it is the past, so I mean, I guess I can see why that works. Just take the high route up here and see where this takes me. Oh, and this is a wind one. I guess you can... It'll let you levitate? That's actually kind of cool. Crap. I mean, levels are interesting. You have like a prehistoric kind of thing going on here. Oh, and you do have a fire shield, so that works. Hold up. Dang, I thought those were platforms. That would have been perfect. And like some of the other Sonic games that you might run into if you play fan games, you can actually, right out of rolling in the air, you can go right into your fire shield, so it works really well, your flame shield. So you can go into your air dash with it. The game looks alright. There we go. That's using that shield effectively. This is cool. You just break the level by doing that. Maybe not break it, because you still need to go this way. Oh, that happened. Let's go to the future. It's strange how the settings just completely change. It's not even like a slight difference. Like, there's a drastic difference between the past and future on this level. Oh, you can curl right back to a... You can curl back into a ball? That's so interesting. Do that. There we go. I need to find a big ring. I want to show off the special stages. Those are going to get... What happens here then? Ah. Oh, so you just destroy them from either side. I like how they give you different ways of being prepared. You can just immediately annihilate that thing. Wait. That's some Sonic 1 music. Yeah, it's Sonic 1 Game Gear. That's Scrap Brain. I can't believe they remixed it. Oh, there's a big ring. Okay, let's figure out how to get to that. kidding me? No. Oh, that scared me for a moment. Let's do that. There we go. Now these are the special stages. You basically have to outrun Sonic. Metal Sonic. You race Sonic in this 3D looking area, collect as many rings as possible. And you just do your best to outrun him. What's tough is that if you lose at any point, or if you fall off, that's the end of the level. If you lose, which I'm probably going to, so we'll be able to demonstrate what happens. This works better with a analog stick, like this specific area. But if I don't lose here, but that's not going to happen, he's going to win. Now, if he loses, you can either return to the act or you can try again. So you get another chance at this. You can get as many chances as long as you have lives for this. If you run out of, if you're like out of extra lives, there's no saving you from this. But the key to this is to just beat Metal Sonic in a foot race. So it's like the start of Speedway thing, except rather than it being a special state, rather than it being a boss, dang it. Rather than it being a boss battle, it becomes a foot race basically. It just becomes a race to the Emerald. Because I mean, the game is centered around him, so you're racing him at every chance you get. I think the best way I'm going to do this is if I start cutting corners. Like if I take sharper turns than what I'm normally going for. Yeah, see, he might rubber band towards me. In other words, like, it might speed up so he can get closer to me. Oh my gosh. You can barely see the boosters, so it's kind of hard to notice. But, there we go. If you win, you get a Chaos Emerald. Just gotta find more of these throughout the game, and then we'll be good. And then you return to the level, and you get whatever shield that you've had when you were going through that whole thing. So now I have the lightning shield, which actually is going to be very useful. What is this? Is this gonna help in any way? I was like, oh, is that death? Oh. Oh, imagine if this was another emerald. Oh, that would have been sick. It's like, oh yeah, another big ring. Race Metal Sonic again. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. So I wasn't supposed to go in that direction. I'm supposed to go through here. Look at all them lives. That's insane. Oh, and I still have my abilities. So am I supposed to step on his hand? Oh, crap. Am I supposed to step on his hand? What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I was supposed to hit his hand. Okay, good to know. This one I have to jump right on it. This one I have to... Oh, I have to speed right into it. Okay, so that makes a bit of sense. Okay, so this boss is actually pretty easy. Just knowing what direction he's going to land in is the tough one. Nice spun. 2 more. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, there it is. The final hit. Yeah, I did it. Oh, snow. And we have Knuckles, but we don't have a hat. I am so disappointed now. So, Knuckles plays like his usual self from any other fan game. Wow, that animation though. Hold on, I want to try and recreate that animation. Alright, let's gamble a little bit. Oh, rock, that. So nothing. He's got a weird look for his gliding animation. And I do like that you can go right from a glide into just... You can go into a glide just from jumping or being... Like, as long as you're curled in a ball, you can go right into the jumping into a glide. I do think that's really cool. So, I mean, he plays just like Knuckles does in any other classic game. You can glide, you can actually curl back into a ball, which is very useful. You can even go to the past. Oh gosh, lava. Okay, I haven't seen this part of the level. Let that go. Oh. Wait. Oh! Oh gosh, you get... Oh my goodness! Ooh, that is catchy as heck. That is also very dangerous. So, these are Knuckles' special stages, which I believe are supposed to be harder. But you get this, like, really dope version of the Sonic CD Classic special stage music. So, I approve of it. It's just really weird controlling this with the D-pad. That's just something with me, though. You can't... I don't think 3D movement should be done with the D-pad. Oh, I almost missed that one. Hey, first try. Nice! Oh, so I'm going for time stones. Oh, okay. I probably called them Chaos Emeralds before, but wow. That is cool. Alright, well, I mean, the game just seems like it's going to be the same thing no matter what. That's going to do it for Sonic Time Twisted. My thoughts on this game, I think it does a lot of things right. There's exploration that's in there, there's a time traveling, so I'm guessing more chances to get Chaos Emeralds or... in this case, Time Stones. I believe it's Time Stones. So if it's Chaos Emeralds, I probably read it wrong. My apologies, or saw it wrong. My apologies. Anyways, but I will say that the one thing that... I mean, here's the thing. It controls really well. It sounds really good. The visuals, for the most part, are pretty good. There are some things that don't look as good. Like, the cutscenes, unfortunately, are it's very inconsistent with the shading and the art. But aside from that, the only other complaint that I have is the fact that some of the levels might be a little too massive for their own good, and might take a while, like how the one level as Sonic the last level I did as Sonic took almost 5 minutes to get through. But my point is this, is that maybe it's a little big, it's a little too big for its own good, a little empty. However, I would still say this is a solid game. From what I've seen so far, it's a very solid game. And I would actually like to play this on stream one time. At some point in the future, just boot up Sonic Time Twisted and just play it on stream. Only weird thing is that I'm getting some like weird pauses and stutters whenever I do this, so it's not even through my own recording or something like that. I have stuff that's capable of recording this. It might be a compatibility issue. I'll have to run it in some kind of compatibility mode. Maybe that'll fix it. Who knows? With that said, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think about the fan game in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about Sonic Time Twisted. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is this one of your favorite fan games? Is this not one of your favorite fan games? Feel free to let me know in the comment section. Let's get a discussion going on this one. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content that I produce and you're not subscribed yet, join the Knux Club by subscribing to the channel. Click the bell icon so you can get notifications for new content. And at this time, I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, the members of Knux Club Plus. You see the names on screen right now. And if you want to consider sponsoring the channel, you can find out how to do so with the YouTube gaming link down below. Some of the perks include emotes, so that way whenever I do a live stream, instead of wanting to type words, you can have emotes, but also you can get a badge, so that way no matter what you type in those live streams, there will be a badge right next to your name to let people know that you are a sponsor, and it'll change with different time intervals. One of the other perks includes an exclusive chat on my Discord server where you can get updates on certain projects that I'm working on that I'm not yet ready to talk about to the rest of my subscribers. You'll get some extra behind the scenes stuff on it. If those are good enough incentives to you, then on top of the fact that you'll be supporting the channel, you can also go ahead and do that. And to my current sponsors, thank you very much. Your extra support is greatly appreciated. You guys are awesome. If you want to find me outside of YouTube, my Twitter, Discord link, Sonic the Hedgehog Amino page will be linked down below. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful and safe day, and I'll catch you for the next Sonic fan game. I want to play this in the future. This is really cool. Take care.